So I'm here with Carl, Abbott and Gary Norton following Gresley's 2-1 defeat to Newark. So Abbo, a bit of a frustrating one. There was some positive aspects, definitely. What did you make of it?
I'm very, very proud of the lads, and I'm disappointed and in equal measures. You know, I think we've let ourselves down with a couple of individual errors to allow them, you know, give them help in the game that they really don't need, because they're such a good side, good at what they do. Rather than being a great football side, they're just unbelievably effective at the way they play. We had a game plan to not be particularly open in the first half, to get the ball behind them and turn them around and keep them off us. And you know, we've done the polar opposite to gift them a goal. And whereas the plan was to get in at 0-0, you know, or maybe snatch something, we've gone in a goal down. You know, we've watched them a lot. We had a game plan. They get a bit leggy in the second half, and they're not quite as intensive. And we were always going to open up in the second half, and that's what we did. And we were the better side in the second half, and got ourselves back in the game. And then another bad decision, really, to give a free kick away in an awful area. And that's, you know, you see that ball put down there for that free kick. It's, you know, that's, you know, that unless the delivery's bad, that's a goal. And you know, so it turned out to be. So a real gut wrencher for us. But I think I read people saying that, you know, this will test our credentials, and yeah, it did. And I think that we've proven our credentials, even in losing the game. I think we've proven our credentials that we're not a flash in the pan, and we're a really, really good side in this division this year. But we've come up probably against a side that will probably win the division, in my opinion. So.
Yeah, you sort of said it there. A, what were the positives? But B, how much of a statement is that, you know, battling with one of the best sides in the division?
Yeah, incredible. You know, we've gone toe to toe with them. Really, we've the thing with Newark is that they don't play a great deal of football, but everybody knows that they're a big budgeted side, and they play very direct, and they've kind of handpicked players from level 2 and level 3 to play the way they play. So you can't just completely play them at their own game, because they'll be better at it than you. So we've kind of come here with a bit of a plan to a bit of a hybrid system, and to sort of go man for man with them. So we change shape and play in straight lines. Not that they really get on the front foot and pressure, and we tried to kind of turn them around and not give them opportunity to do that. But unfortunately, lapsing concentration, and you know, the inevitables happen. But for our lads, once they get over the disappointment of letting the positive result that we'd got ourselves back into slip, you know, they should take a lot of heart from that, because we're a serious side in this division. You know, we've got meagre resources by comparison to some, but we spend what we have wisely, and we have an exceptional side. And once the dust settles on the disappointment and the result, we know that we are pitching ourselves in the upper echelons of this division.
And Gary, Carl mentioned the game plan. Does it help having good substitutes to come off the bench? Obviously Ash Brown came back today, so you've got a lot of options off the bench.
Without a doubt, and that's the beauty that we've got this year. You know, Cole's worked very, very hard in terms of putting the squad together, with obviously bits of help from elsewhere, but Cole has done most of the graft, and the players that he's brought in, the options that he's given us as a club and a management team to pick starting lineups. You know, we made changes today to accommodate, and we've been planning for this game for a couple of weeks in terms of who's going to be playing or who we would want to play. Of course, Danny Holmes being injured didn't help, because this would have been a game that Danny would have revelled in. But the options that we do have within the squad to start in the ways that we've started, to bring off the bench, to stick with somebody out because it's the tactics that we want to play today, is fantastic. And I have to say, the lads, to a man, of, you know, taking it on the chin. They recognise it's a squad, not just the 11, and it is sometimes an interesting headache to have. But in fairness to the lads, they're invested in the squad, and you know, it's really difficult tonight. You know, we rode our luck in the first half without a doubt, and you know, in the second half we couldn't have been prouder for the performance and the support that we got, and the numbers that came away to Newark on a Tuesday night, midweek. You know, I've not heard away chants at a Gresley game for a long time, and hopefully they'll be disappointed, but we're still with us, and they can see what we're trying to do. And as Cole, we wipe our noses, and we get up from that one, and we prepare for what's going to be a historic game for us on Saturday, to start of the 30th anniversary Vars campaign, remembering the good times. But it's a great opportunity for us, having had the game switched now, to get over that disappointment and hopefully get the crowd behind us again.
Okay, cheers guys.
Perfect.